Does anybody know what this thing is called in English? Wheelbarrow, very good. I didn't know. I learned when I start preparing this talk. And I thought, let's ask you this question to you, because it could break the ice. What I'm going to tell you at the start is a bit awkward. Over the last few years, I've learned something. And what I've learned is that I never ever should want to be on a TEDx stage. But here I am. So let me tell you a story. I will look inside my wheelbarrow. I have to find... Wow. Yes, here it is. It's very small. It's a seed. It's the seed of a pumpkin. And this seed thought himself very special. He was more aware than other seeds. And he found out about man and what man can do. And he learned about the internet, about mobile phones. And he thought, wow, that's great. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to be. And he forgot where he came from and started being online. Making his online presence, being on the Facebook. But he also learned some other things. He learned our eagerness for money. And when he saw the food system, the food business, he was shocked. And then he had to think back about where he came from. The pumpkin field where he was grown. And he thought, that can be the way to do it. Can you imagine your own local supermarket? Think about what you can buy there. It looks like tomatoes, it looks like a chicken, but it's mostly water. And for example, when you look at these sugar beans I bought this morning, fresh from the field it says, but they are from Ethiopia, flown in. It's all to make more profit. And he thought, well, let's use my online presence to discuss this, to be part of a global community who makes a difference, who will change this way of how we produce our food. So here he is, still. He went online doing that, and he was proud of himself being part of this global movement. But on the other hand, he felt emptiness. And after a while, he noticed that he was still a seed, becoming older and drier, and so also his stories became older and drier. He didn't blossom. So that changed the way he looked at things. And what he did was connect with where he came from. He went back to the field, connected with the soil. He found his purpose, and he found out that he's very good at it. Because the best thing a seed can do is become a pumpkin plant and make pumpkins. So when he learned that, well, something changed. Here it is. He became a pumpkin, or he made pumpkins. I will put it over here, you can look at it. You see them a lot nowadays on the streets. So, I think we can learn a lot from the seed. That's what I've learned. To be honest, I was a bit like the seed of which I told you. I was angry about the food business. I was on this stages talking about it. I took the sugar beans and talked about it like I did now. But this is not a story about the food business. It's a story about the seed. And we are constantly seduced to buy things, to like stuff, to share ideas, to follow great thinkers. But I think the most important connection to make is the one with yourself. And just like the seed, go inside and find your real purpose. And only offline you get inline. So what I found out, and I've learned it from the seed, is go inside and find your own real purpose. Not connecting with big followers, not wanting to be on this stage to talk about it, but really connect with it. And then, like the seed, find your soil. And this soil you will find nearby. So start locally. When you look at the plant, yeah, it's a bit, this is not used to hot situations like this, but when you look at this plant, you see how it grows. It grows organically. It finds its way. It finds its soil by looking around, maximizing opportunities. And what I've learned is that it would be nice to work like this way. And I work this way on the Bredase Kruidenakker. It's the urban herb field of Breda. We, as local workers, on local ground, grow local herbs for local people. And feel really nice not to be standing on the stages, but to be so not to be standing on the stages, but to be working with your hands in the ground and connect. And when you connect, you find your soil. And my soil was soulmates to make this thing happen. My soul was a piece of land where I could do it. So I could realize my pumpkin, the Bredase Kruidenakker. So this is what I've learned. Go inside, and you can have some internal scars, because when you go inside, you will find things that happen to you. You have to pass them, because they are maybe painful, things that happened in your youth. And because of this online business, it's very easy for us to go outside again and share and like and be on the Facebook. But if you go inside and you pass these internal scars, you will find your real purpose. And this was, for me, one of my real purpose, to make these herbs, to grow it. And inside your box, you've got a little jar with parsley pesto, grown with our own hands, made with our own hands, by local people in local ground. And I'm convinced that if everybody should find this way, and connect with it locally, things can change in the world. And I think we can make a better world. So not by starting global, by acting local and connect to each other. Because what happens on the field is that new seeds are being born. People are finding themselves and making their own new company that pickles food and dry herbs. So this circle, this locally situated circle, is growing to make bigger connections. So be like the seed, go inside, connect with your soil, and do it by start doing. And what I've noticed is, what I've learned, be careful, because you might end up who you really are, you might end up changing your world, and you might then end up standing on a TEDx stage to talk about it. Thank you.